Hola, ¿cómo está?
Stephen.
Davido, ¿cómo está?
Bonjour.
Buongiorno. Fucking hell, we're not.
Start like that.
I don't know. Why did we? I don't know. What? And we're not going to mention what episode it is either.
No, because
We're not doing it. I don't care what anyone says. We are not going to do it. So you can just fucking guess because you've had some complaints actually.
from you.
Not from me. I got feedback from someone about episode numbering, and so no, you can just guess now.
Have you finished?
Yeah.
Seriously.
Well, what is this episode called?
Growing up.
Oh, the irony. The fucking irony. Who's that?
Who the fuck's this? Who's this?
Oh, shit. Who
Who's this?
Who that?
It's Edward.
Edward.
Edwin.
The fifth?
Eddie the Eagle. He goes by
Okay.
many names.
Okay.
Eduardo.
Edwina?
Ed. Eddie.
Ted?
Ted.
Gled?
No, he was named after a Ted actually.
Oh, that's cute. What, a Teddy?
No. His great granddad.
Oh,
Yeah.
so
Like
cute.
talking about like he's not here.
Who?
So introducing my nephew.
I thought it was your niece.
Edwardinho Roper the third.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, where do you live, Edward?
Red Drew.
Ooh.
Red roof.
Red Drew.
Red roof.
What's it like down there?
Inbred.
Is it?
Yeah. Joke before I get fucking firebombed.
I mean, I've heard it is, but
What's it like down there?
Oh, it's absolutely lovely.
he loves it.
Dead man.
Yeah, fucking love it. Fucking love
I
it.
used to live near there myself.
Did you though?
Yeah, talking about inbred.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking hell, I said pitch in. Fuck me. No, I did go to college down the pool. Couple of miles
What did you go to college fucking doing? Mechanics?
Hairdressers.
How did that work out for you? So, this episode, aptly named Growing Up.
Yeah, so we've got Edwardinho over. Edwardinho
Well-
the third over.
So we thought, like, obviously we grew up. Well, I mean, I didn't. We have been through the process of growing up. I'm not sure we have grown up yet. Obviously, Teddy is
Teddy!
is in the process of is growing up more recently than us.
Well, he's not growing up any quicker than what we are, is he?
Oh no, but he's growing up in a different era.
Life skills time.
Yeah, you know what I mean, bruv. So we just thought it'd be cool. So, growing up, how far should we go back? Like, I feel like I want to go to the womb. Yeah? No, what are you thinking? More like age 3, 4?
I think we should just go back to like experiences. Talk about stuff. We're having like off-air conversations on it. I love it. We just had a good chat with someone. Actually.
We did.
An amazing podcast we've got coming up.
Guest coming out
Yeah, which is
soon.
really-
Coming out? Coming up. Yeah.
We haven't-
No, yeah.
It'll be out sometime soon. And we were talking about the authenticity and just talking from the hip, something like that. Anyway, I don't know where I was going. I completely forgot where I was going with this, as I do. But yeah, I think we should just talk about.
What were you like growing up?
I think I was all right.
Yeah? Who
Yeah,
said,
it was pretty good.
whose opinion is that?
My parents.
Yeah, but come on. I mean, your parent, that's a bit like, you know, when your parents say, oh, isn't he beautiful? Isn't he? And everyone's going, oh,
Fucking
yeah,
didn't say that about you.
he's so
Big
lovely.
fucking head.
It's
Where's
just-
your fucking body?
Yeah, it's just like that. But it is.
That joke's been done a few times.
It
I
has.
still find that
Yeah,
funny.
well, no, that's why I say it.
Yeah.
But it's, yeah, I mean, growing up is fucking weird. Did you have a functional family?
Yeah. Yeah, the close family was functional, sort of just outside of that part.
Not so much.
Yeah, it was a little bit dysfunctional.
Yeah.
But no, in general, was pretty good. And I think I was always quite a good kid. You know, I played football a lot and the garden. And I was really insular. Like,
You went to private school, right? You must have done
look at his
because
eyes. Look at his eyes waiting for a reaction.
no. Did you want to go to Butehaven? Calm down, mate. Is it you go to Butehaven?
Yeah. I went to primary school just up the road.
That's secondary school, Butehaven. Where did you go to primary school?
Sorry.
Yeah, it's all right.
Just up the road.
What? Bude Juniors?
No, just Jacobstown.
No way! Did you actually?
No way, Jose.
You know, Rhea used to work there.
I know, I've already told you. So that's surprised.
Fuck. How did you find it? Who was the head teacher when you were there?
Mr. Berry.
Mr.
Berry.
Mr. Berry.
That's what I just said. You know, the big berry on his
Who's the current?
Fucking big berry head.
Who's the current one? See, that's a joke.
It's not.
That's a joke.
Oh, sorry.
Very current.
No, so...
Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. I always quite enjoyed school. I was always quite a good kid. Didn't sort of play
You're one of
too
those.
much. Yeah, I did. You know, I did. I was naughty, but not
When you say naughty, what did you kind of get into?
probably skidding around on my knees.
Oh God, is that it?
Yeah.
Fuck. I was like chucking knives at my friends and things like that, like in the dinner hall. And we used to have a Scottish teacher, and I remember him. He used to be like, "Stephen, I don't find you funny. I don't find you amusing." I think he was actually Irish, based on that accent. But that's what he used to say to me, right in my face.
Scottish. That was good. That was Scottish.
Get out!
That was Scottish.
Yeah.
That's what he used to say. Get out!
With a taggot.
Yeah. There's been a murder.
By the day.
Yeah, so you basically the worst thing you did was skid around on your
I
knees.
think so. Yeah.
But you were, to be fair, Jacobstow, for anyone that doesn't know, is this tiny little fucking hamlet in like
About it.
Cornwall.
Rude.
You know, all the kids there are either fucking, you know, like
my God.
farmers or fucking
Listening to Tarrington.
fucking just
Biggie.
yeah. And why were you there? You're not a farmer.
Fucking lived up the road, you bastard.
Oh yeah, fucking Waynehouse Corner General Stores.
General Stores.
Yeah.
Sergeant, I can remember the name
Sergeant
now.
Donk.
Yeah, Sergeant Donk Stores.
You know.
No, so growing up, it was all right. I had quite it was all right. I was very insular.
I don't really know what that means. You kept yourself to yourself.
To myself. I was always felt a little bit lonely sometimes.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah, I did.
Were you bullied?
No, so
You should have been.
fucking hell.
But no, I would have bullied you, definitely. If I was at your school, I would have 100% bullied you. No, you wouldn't have. You wouldn't have. Because you were insular. Mates, you were insular. You were insular.
Nobody knows.
Oh, don't.
What about you? Wait, so where did you go to primary school?
Chworgy.
Worky.
So worky!
Worky. That's Irish.
Rafarian Society. Where's that?
That's just outside of Redwood. Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Is that where the dregs hang out?
Yeah.
Right,
It's like
dump
co-op,
down
yeah.
the bottom.
Did you like primary school? What was the best part? Yeah, it was. Do they still like when you used to like bring the telly out and shit, and you used to be watching like some like 1920s program about how to tie his shoelace? Do they still do that?
Let's stick the video in the
He's like, what's the video?
VHS. Did we say your age, actually? I don't think we did.
No, say his age.
16 in a few weeks, couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Shit.
So primary school. So was that one that long ago?
No, that was 6 years ago.
No, you left 4 years ago.
Yeah, 6 academic years ago.
Oh, 6 ago. Oh, sorry. Yeah,
This is what I have to put up with.
yeah. So you were at Chawargay. So what sort of experience was it like?
It was alright. It was just close community. You always know from like infant school and all
Yeah.
that. Everyone got along.
So then you went to Redruth Secondary.
Yeah.
Was it still the same mates?
Yeah, but just like 3 different schools combined into one.
Yeah. I tell you what, I found that weird.
I bet you did, because Jacobstow's obviously fucking tiny.
As soon as I've said this before, like all my close mates, all the mum and dad were together. Mum and dads were together. No broken families.
Oh,
and then you get to
so confused then.
And then you get to secondary school, and like mum and dads have split up.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, this is weird. Like I remember the feeling. I'm like, that's weird. That like parents split up. I didn't realise. So weird.
That normally happens as well in the more kind of mainstream schools. You know, like there's always a kind of school that's just like all the kids go to in a town. You know, a bit like Bude Juniors, Bude Infants.
Yeah.
You know, there's no like, it's just that's the closest school.
Yeah.
That's the one we go to.
Yes.
That will happen a lot there. You know, rather than a country school. You know, I feel like I don't want to go down this road, but yeah.
Your eyes look fucking panicked for some reason.
But
Why?
yeah.
Why did you panic then?
I don't know really, but it just is what it is. Socio-demographics.
I do remember going, like you have the taster day for the secondary school, don't you?
Yeah.
And I remember going in and being like, holy shit balls, like, this is huge. Because you were saying about college, you're starting college in like a month or so, aren't you?
Yeah.
And you said you went, it was huge.
Yeah, it was massive.
Like, you go there and it's just, and I remember that feeling of just panic, sheer panic of like, holy Christ.
And that was when it's empty as well, and you're not thinking about all the people who go there as well.
Yeah.
I found though, like, because I mean, when I went to take my girls to college, they like, I think a lot more people are like they're just a lot nicer. But I think when you go to college, obviously you don't have to wear a uniform.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot more. I don't know. It just feels a lot more like grown up. So you want to be there.
That's
Like,
a really good point, actually.
oh, thank
that
you.
makes it sound like I'm going to take the piss, but that's a really good point. You saying you were like, oh, shit, going to college and that. You don't feel, because when you start at secondary school, you have all the bigger kids and they'll smash you in the face with a bag and stuff like that, or like flip you over, or you get the little kids and sort of spin them round. You don't get that in college at all, unless there'll be groups of arseholes that will try to cause trouble. But in general, like, it's a completely different way of life. So that's definitely something not to be as worried.
And Truro College is pretty cool as well, right?
But it's not. Not going Truro.
Oh, right.
I'm going Cornwall.
Cornwall. Oh, in Poole. The one I went to. Yeah.
Poole. Poole. Poole.
You're right. There was
Poole.
Stick your fucking finger in. Those bastards stuck.
Poole, as in near Dorset.
No. Pool. Poole.
All right.
Not Pooley.
Where'd that to?
Yeah.
In between where Drew and Campbell.
Yeah.
Is it true that the train only stops at Campbell on a Wednesday?
What's the song?
Not clue.
What are you gonna know? Have you not heard? No, you wouldn't have heard that.
No, I don't listen to that shit. The other thing, of course, is, and there's no connotations here, but black people, or people of race. I imagine at Jacobstow there wasn't any. I mean, it's fair to say. And then when you go to Budehaven, there's a few. Not as many as perhaps I experienced in my...
No,
there wasn't any.
No.
So you don't get that culture... There's not a lot of culture in... But no, the
do you know what? No, I don't. There might have been...
One or two.
Maybe one. But it wasn't... No, there wasn't... There was cultural differences compared to Jacobstow. It was all very small farmers.
Yeah, very small farmers.
Yeah, very small farmers.
Little midgets.
But no, yeah, it was definitely a culture shock, just the whole thing, yeah.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah, no, definitely.
But whereas for you, it was, you had various races probably in primary school.
Yeah, I mean...
So it wasn't like me...
Yeah,
having the doors opened up, you're like, holy shit, there's a bigger world outside.
No, I mean, obviously I grew up in Kent. Interestingly, I went to an infant school, which they don't really exist too much anymore. You normally have your kind of primary, which includes like reception years 1, 2, so combined infant primary, and then you go to secondary school. But I went to...
Bude got that, Bude Primary School, infant and...
Yeah. It's not very common.
Yeah.
So I went to an infant school that was just an infant school. So there was it was literally reception 1, 2. And that was the whole thing. But there was still only like 20 kids in the whole school. There was a little town called Chislett. And of course, that was very kind of white, just fucking little dicky kids. Head teacher was called Mr. Goodfellow, if I remember rightly. Yeah. It was quite nice. Moved, so that was a countryside. It wasn't called Brooksy then.
Oh, no, well, you called
Go on. Now you've committed. Rebecca, actually. Moved into Canterbury, which is obviously quite a big city. And then, I was in them with them all. With them all.
But in primary school, there was various races.
Yeah, 100%. One of my best... You're going to let me answer, or...?
No, I was talking still.
Oh, okay. Go on then. Finished now.
No,
So one of my best friends called Nathan Deal was an Indian lad, and I think the great thing about it when you're a kid is you don't give a fuck. I mean,
no,
most people don't give a fuck when you're an adult, but you know, it's you know, you just don't. You make good friends, and yeah, I did. I went up to secondary school, obviously. It is a lot more diverse now, I think, and I think that's cool. I think it's great for. I'm happy that my kids, for example, you know, they're very switched on. They know about transgender. They know about, you know, even the things that I perhaps don't quite understand. You know, I think they've got a couple of kids in their school that identify as cats. Maybe this is not even. Yeah, they identify as cats. That they've got litter trays and everything in school. Try not to laugh because it's not funny, but I just don't understand it. But they're, do you know, they're totally
serious.
It is serious. No, it is serious. Yeah.
I was hoping Ed was going to be like, yeah, that is.
Yeah, no.
In the actual schools.
Yeah. And because there's furries as well.
Oh, furries.
Yeah, tell us about furries.
Little things in masks that run around with their tails, dress up as like animals. So they wear leads and they have owners.
I don't know what's. I'm really confused. I'm genuinely.
Yeah.
Like,
So
you know, my brain goes all weird, and I get confused.
This is the thing, see, because obviously you're.
Was they people like kids?
So if you think about it, it's like, you know,
I'm
Disneyland.
trying.
No,
Yeah.
You know, Disneyland, they dress up with all the characters.
Yeah.
It's like one of those suits, and they have tails, but they live in it, pretty much.
Yeah, they're called furries. But of course, you don't know this because your kids are grown up now. Like, but that is a thing that some kids choose to do. Like now.
So they have a big poo, and this is a little bit jokey, but actually I'm being serious. They would have they've got the litter tray. Are you taking the piss?
No, I'm not. No.
Sounds
Look
like it.
No, I'm not.
No, you're not.
No.
Are you so? What they would have a litter tray and they'd poo in the litter tray.
Yeah, so the litter tray is
No,
in
I
the.
don't like this. I think I'm misreading this.
The litter tray's in the toilet, and when they want to go to the toilet, they use the litter tray.
See, I think they do identify as cats, but I think you've added in the litter tray part.
No, I haven't.
Right, cool. Is Grace working?
Yes. Yeah.
Is Paige working?
Yes. They're not going to know. They don't go there anymore. Max doesn't know either.
You're taking the piss.
I can't use my phone either because it's using to record.
Tell me Max's number.
You've got it, I think.
Sorry about this.
You sent him he was on a WhatsApp thing. Do you remember?
Right, you carry on talking shit, and then
No. You just give him a call and we can.
Do they share the same litter tray?
Possibly. Max knows all about it. If you just give him a call quickly, he'll probably be like, "Why is Dave Sargent calling me?"
Right, we need to establish if this is ball or not for the next one.
Yeah, I mean,
it's making me feel weird. I'll be honest.
I promise you, it's
walk
not.
around like cats.
Yeah.
No, they don't.
They do. They purr.
All fours and everything.
No, shut up.
No, they do. They do.
Being serious?
I'm being serious.
I reckon you two are
No.
trying to split me out.
No, 100%. You know, you've got to be understanding like that. That's how they identify.
That's cool if they want to identify as that, but I'm not sure if you're winding me up.
No.
Anyway, so
the reason I came on to that was obviously, you know, I was trying to identify the different, you know, stages of growing up. Really, like for me, you know, for you, it was that kind of realization from going from, you know, from beautiful homes, you know, kind of two white parents to broken homes,
two black parents,
you know, to broken homes. For me, it was very much just normal stuff, and now, you know, there is a lot to contend with. You know, obviously, I don't know about you, but when I was at school, again, we I mean, I don't mind fucking saying it because I was a dick, but I openly would, you know, gay, for example, would be used as a term. You know, you're fucking gay. You weren't talking about their sexuality, but you're just using it as a
like a mincer or something like that.
Yeah, it was just like it was like calling someone a prick, wasn't it? You know, you're like, you're fucking gay. You know, why are you being gay? Why are you being gay? You know, you're so gay and all that kind of stuff. Of course, now it's amazing. It's beautiful that our kids are growing up in such a tolerant and accepting.
I'm just thinking how amazing that clip would be.
What?
Just you going gay. Took that one up. So what about in your primary school and that? Because obviously Red Roof is obviously more diverse. I know that anyway. But primary school...
It's quite rough, isn't it, as well, Red Roof?
all jokes aside, it is quite a poor sort of area, isn't it? In general,
I live there, so I'm not gonna like
No.
slate it.
No.
No.
It's like it's like the Compton of Cornwall, isn't it? Like,
there is poor areas of. Do you know when I was at college back 30 years ago or 28 years ago?
40 years ago.
Camborne had the highest rate of rape in the country.
Was that when you were there?
I walked into that. Didn't I? So it's quite as parts of it. There is money it's being regenerated in certain areas.
Right.
But anyway,
Yeah.
why are you looking at me like that?
I was just wondered why you were talking, because you asked poor Edward a question, then you carried on talking.
But I'm trying to. Yeah, sorry.
So yeah, what was your primary school like?
My primary school was very like there would be 300 and something people, but there would be all white.
Wow.
Everybody was white. I think we had about like I don't want to get into like subjects. It's like
No.
It's Asian.
Yeah.
We had like 2 Asian people, but you didn't notice because everyone was like the same.
That's the thing. Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Like it's completely because that's what I was saying. It is because everyone is just the same, and I think you get that beautiful thing as you're growing up. It's so nice to hear as well that hasn't changed.
Yeah. So I was going to say that a minute ago when you said your best mate was the Indian lad.
Yeah.
You didn't care.
I didn't notice.
No, you didn't. Yeah, okay, you didn't notice.
I didn't identify. I didn't think.
How sad is that we're even saying that?
Yeah.
Well, I didn't realise he was Indian.
Makes no difference.
Yeah, exactly.
It doesn't.
What the fuck difference is there? And then as soon as you get an adult, it's like it's like people being racist now.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah. Well, that happens a lot though when you think about it though. Like even us talking about, joking aside, even us talking about like the furries and the cats and that. Like, what the fuck does it matter to us? I mean, it's odd, right? Let's be honest. Yeah, it's odd. We feel like it's odd because it's not what we do.
Yeah.
Anything that we don't do, we find a bit strange. And obviously, if you have a scale of, if I said to you, you as a classic example, I eat differently to you, don't I? Like for a burger, I will eat it down from the top. Like I'll take the bun off and then eat the burger, and then I'll go all the way lowest to the burger. Now that's odd, right?
If you would just hold just for a second.
Yeah, go on.
Edward has definitely got something to say about this. Go on, you comment on.
What do you do the bun?
I deconstruct it. So if you've got if you think of how think how you got a burger made. Like if you got like top bun, sauce, salad, burger, cheese.
Do you lick the sauce off as a layer?
No, so I get the top and fold that in half. I get the top and fold that in half and eat that.
Do you remember when we had a burger down at the Brendan and they melted the cheese on the top of the
Well,
bun?
it blew my mind.
That.
Well, it fucked me up, didn't it?
And then you said, then we had one like the next night probably. And you said, look, I don't want cheese on the top of my bun, or the inside of the bun.
Yeah.
And they did it again.
Well, I think it's really important for me.
Shouldn't it? Cheese should be on the burger.
Yeah.
Not the fucking bottom of the.
But do you see, that's the thing though. Because I need to have the burger. When I fold the burger up, I need it to have the cheese inside.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it doesn't work.
Well, it's just a bit of meat, slapped up meat, isn't it?
If you've got the cheese fucking stuck to the roof, right, it doesn't work, does it? Especially when they melted it like it's on a fucking cheese.
That was strange. Anyway, so yeah, you.
So, but again, so that's odd, and you find that odd, right? And but it's nothing to write home about. You're not going to start protesting. But when we talk about, people putting in a litter tray at school and stuff like that, and like weeing and marking our territory and purring and stuff like that in lessons, like we think that's a really big deal. But realistically, as long as it's not causing, massive disruption, it shouldn't really matter, should it?
No, sorry.
And as kids growing up, we're so much more fucking accepting than we are as adults. Why is that?
I don't know.
At what point do we become
less accepting?
Yeah, less tolerant.
I'm not sure.
Because it is fucking beautiful when you're growing up. Like, you don't give a fuck, do you? You don't
Is it when we hit secondary school?
I reckon it's as you hit puberty and you start looking at yourself.
So effectively, all we're doing, we're judging ourselves. We're judging people by our own standards.
Yeah, because if you looked at yourself, I'm not saying you, obviously.
Yeah.
You said, "Oh, I've got a massive nose."
Yeah.
And then you looked at another.
Funny how he says that. Fucking beaky sat here.
Someone had like a massive nose. So you had like a massive nose, and you looked at someone and you thought, oh, you got a massive nose. So you start taking the piss out of them because you feel it in yourself.
That's a great point. When you hit puberty, you start. Maybe that's it, because in primary school, there was bullying and bits and pieces, but you just, like I said, you're gay, or like you just take the piss out of someone just for no reason. It could be just so random. But maybe it's a great point, Matt.
But it's funny, we think we've spoken about this before as well, like how you could never really I had really good friends at secondary school, only a couple, like, but I'd never feel comfortable enough to sit down and be like, oh mate, I feel really sad at the moment, like really depressed.
Even when we were at school, I don't recall, not that I would, but I don't recall any conversations about any mental health,
any feelings, nothing.
There was never anything like an assembly or anything.
No, there's never.
It was always, I've said before, like Bodmin, there's a mental hospital. It was like, if you end up, such and such in a fucking nut house, they've gone cuckoo.
You go to a London school, did you?
Yeah. Why have you got a problem with that?
No, not at all. I thought you said you went to Butehaven.
You need to apologise, because you obviously like.
It was just a Cockney accent. I was a bit confused, but you were in character.
I was just living my Cockney years. When I used to be
that sounds like your album. Coming out soon, Dave Sargent. The Cockney years. It's all fucking.
That Cockney years.
It'd be good for a book. Cockney years, and it's all fucking pie and mash, like fucking jellied eels.
I've had a great time.
Clotted cream.
By the way, completely on the subject.
No, you've told me. I think you've already told me. I think we might have come up with it together.
No, we didn't. It was someone at a funeral said the other day.
All right, what's it called?
I'm not going to tell you that.
Oh, come on.
No, not in here.
Why not?
Because I don't want it recorded.
Unbelievable.
So, and then you hit secondary school, and obviously, so Trewergy was quite close to where the secondary school is, I presume.
Oh yes, like 2 minutes down the road.
So what about the mix of race then?
It got to a point where you started noticing it. So there would be different ethnicities, like cultures and stuff.
Yeah.
You would start to see it when you start getting to lessons like religious studies.
Yeah.
Some people would like step out because you'd be learning about different religions.
Oh wow, really?
People didn't want to.
No, people would like say, "Oh, I don't believe in that. I don't want to learn about it."
So why can't you? It's blowing my mind. So why can't you do that if they want to teach you Romeo and Juliet, and like Shakespeare?
Oh, hang on a minute. So
why can't you go? I don't want to learn about that. I'm sorry.
People step out because they don't want to learn about it.
Yeah, because if you learn about like the Bible or something,
that's mental. But
people will say, "Oh, I don't want to learn about this because it's not part of my religion."
That doesn't matter though, because you're learning about all religions. That's mental. I can't believe people do that, and they're allowed to go out.
I remember when I was in secondary school, we had religious education, and it was just an absolute farce. It was basically just go in there and create chaos.
Not still is.
Is it? All right. Yeah. But you didn't.
But a fucking choice.
Like, fucking can't be arsed with this. And then you get kids, you Lee Stanley, would just walk out, I can't be arsed with this. And then you'd end up in detention for the rest of the day. But you'd actually have kids being like, no, this is not my culture.
Yeah.
So how are they going to... How are they... Well, no wonder people are so fucking intolerant. Intolerant or intolerant? Intolerant.
Yeah.
So not learning about the fucking other religions. You need to learn about other religions. Even if you don't believe in them, we need to understand what other people are going on about. Who's the main culprits for this? People that are... Culprits. Is that culprits? Culprits. Is it... Yeah, I mean...
Good point. Was it like the whites or...
Oh, fucking hell.
No.
Was it the Crips?
Yeah. Was there ever like a group that were like, do you know what? I'm not having that. Or was it just the odd kid?
Yeah, just the odd like quiet kind of get on and do it. I never would like say boo to a goose or anything.
Yeah.
But would just say it so pure.
Yeah.
If that makes any
sense. Yeah, it makes sense, yeah. We had in our school, in primary school, we had a lad.
Is that Jacob's toe?
Yeah, we had a lad that was oh my god, I've completely forgotten. That don't believe in God.
Atheist?
No, not atheist. Don't believe in God. Basically, don't believe in birthdays, Christmases.
Don't know that. That's made up, isn't it?
No.
I know what you're on about.
Orthodox? Birthday docs? No, I don't know.
Yeah, and that was the first time I'd come across religion.
Ooh. What is
That
it?
was the first time I come across religion. I found it quite difficult because we would like sing. I'm not, as you know, I'm not religious at all.
No, but you sing Hosanna. Yeah.
And you would sit there and I would question in my mind, why am I being made to sing about something I don't understand? And then you had this lad that was.
Oh, come on, look it up so we know. Jesus Christ. Is he Latter-day Saint? What is he? What is he? Oh, it's going to take him about 40 minutes to type it fucking in.
Jehovah's Witness.
Yeah, Latter-day Saint, yeah. So they don't believe in birthdays?
They just stay like a newborn forever.
No, they don't.
They don't age?
They don't celebrate it, yeah.
Oh, that's cute. So they don't believe in birthdays?
Yes. That's cute. What does that mean? That's cute. Or Christmas.
Well, you can kind of understand Christmas, but I don't really understand why you wouldn't want to celebrate your birthday.
Yeah, so I always felt quite bad for him because people would be celebrating each other's birthdays, and he always felt.
Well, could you not secretly celebrate it for him? Like bring him in some cakes and little hat.
No, I don't want to go into too much detail about it, if I'm honest.
Oh, I mean, you were the one that fucking brought it up.
No, only because.
Enter the Dragon.
Only because it was quite unpleasant at times.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about like bullying and shit? Did you get bullied?
Not really. No. Not no. Did you?
What, primary school?
Yeah, primary, secondary.
Nah.
No, not really.
Kept my head down.
Yeah.
Secondary school.
I got bullied and became bully. I got bullied a lot. I suppose, yeah, I was, a bit like you. I went to a Roman Catholic primary school. Went to a secondary school.
I can feel that coming on.
What?
Just a deep breath.
Oh. Yeah, I just think I wasn't... My parents kind of, I didn't really have a normal childhood, I didn't think. Like, I didn't have, like, cool things, didn't go in nice places, like... So I don't think I had that same exposure.
Well, you're pretty shitty.
Oh, I know, literally, yeah. But also, so like I was in a church choir, for example, and obviously I still was in it when I started in year 7. So obviously, that was a bit gay.
Yeah. Yeah, that would have made you a target.
I didn't have any nice clothes, nothing at all. Didn't have any fucking, like, my dad used to lend me his jeans and it would like fucking just roll up the bottoms, and I wore he borrowed his caterpillar boots and stuff like that, So I didn't have. My auntie brought me an Adidas tracksuit once, like the 3-stripe blue with a nice grey top.
Yeah.
I wore that every fucking. Yeah, because it's all I had. Yeah, all I had.
You would though.
100%. Yeah. And so there was just a little bit like, my dad went in the fucking local free paper saying that he'd been abducted by aliens, right? The whole thing was just a fucking nightmare for a teenage boy because he literally was like, I was on the way to pick my son up from choir practice. And as I walked past this power station, the substations on the road, the little grey things. Yeah. I'm just trying to, yeah. And basically he got abducted by aliens, right? So of course when I went to school, everyone had the ammo they needed. They had the fact that I was in a choir and I had a big head, and then people would just walk past me in the corridor, aliens zapped up my brain, and they just used to make noises and say that's why my head was so large. So I went through that for a few years. Yeah. Went through a few years like that. And then I just become an absolute cunt. Sorry. We're not saying that anymore. I just become an arsehole. Basically just... And it's just funny you mentioned that, Eduardo, because, like, you mentioned something there that resonated with me about when you said, about Dave's nose and how it's big. And maybe when you start looking at yourself, you then project almost. And that's what I did. Because I thought, well, look, if I can fucking take the piss out of someone else... Like, and we had this boy called Mark who was a couple of years younger, and he just looked different. Anyone that looked different, they were prime, weren't they? And
oh, Christ, they're literally like...
And he used to talk to fairies. He used to believe that he had fairies with him at school. and he used to walk around like that.
That wouldn't have helped the situation.
No, he used to walk around like that as he's walking, and he'd be like, "What are you doing, Mark?" And he would just be like, "Oh," and he had this round head with like ginger curly hair, and he used to walk around just being like, "I'm talking, this is my fairy," and of course and then I had
big time.
Yeah, we had this geezer called Gervir that started at school. And he looked a bit odd. He had a moustache, obviously, when you're fucking 14, 15 and you got a thick fucking caterpillar above your lip. And he used to, Stephen, stop it! He used to go. So he used to like get his bag and push it over his head. I was an arsehole, an absolute fucking arsehole. Yeah, probably about 13, and then again you get to like kind of...
Fair enough. Basically, you got to secondary school, had a year of it.
Yeah, and deflected.
For a year, and then you're like, you know what, actually I'm having this. And
well, as soon as you get into year 8, isn't it, really? Because you're no longer the cattle fodder.
Find your feet then. You're not getting smashed in the chops by the big lads with the fucking bags.
Yeah, and then you become one of the bigger lads.
Yeah. I think it helped because I've always been quite tall, so I never really got too much abuse.
No.
I might have got abuse for being tall, but that wasn't too bad.
No, but it's not really a thing, is it? But kids are cruel, you know? Like, I used to try and then take the piss out of other people, like, because it's always the fucking divvy kids that bully, isn't it? Let's be honest. Yeah. Because, for the reason you just mentioned, Ed, like about they're basically reflecting. My bullies were like people with dyslexia, and they're in the bottom sets for stuff, and the parents are probably like split up and stuff like that. So I used to start. I was still quite intelligent lad at school. I used to start putting that back at them. It didn't go down too well. Oh, at least I can fucking spell, you retard. Yeah. And then, come on in.
So when did it come out about your abuse? How old are you? I can't remember.
8. Oh, no, didn't. Sorry. Sorry. I didn't listen to the question properly. 15.
So you were still at school?
No, I left school. So it came out probably late August.
So you left school early?
No.
Oh, no, you left school when you were 15.
15.
Yeah, because I would have left in the... So I met Ria 2001, August 15th. So, yeah, because I was on work experience, which would have been July. And then basically was meant to go back to school, but I just took a job there. It was funny. I must have told that story. The teacher rang up the place where I was doing my work experience. Can I speak to Steve? I was like, yeah, 1 minute. And then I was like, fuck, what do I do now? Because all my fucking mates had dobbed me in saying that he's basically left school and just carried on working there. So I got into a bit of trouble, but it was fine. Just a couple of detentions and that. And then Ria got a job there in the summer, which must have been kind of late July, August. Got together.
So I was just wondering whether if you were still at school when your abuse came out. Because I'm wondering how they would have reacted.
It's stimulus, isn't it?
Yeah.
It would have been phenomenal. It would have been fucking horrendous, I reckon. I mean, I would have been gay, basically, wouldn't it? That's what would have happened.
Yeah, it probably would have been, yeah.
Oh, he's a fucking gay, fucking bender, shagging your dad. That's what it would have been like, wouldn't it? Without a doubt. It literally would have been like that. So I'm glad it didn't. But yeah, I'm not sure it would have come out like that because you don't have those conversations at school, do you?
It would have filtered in slowly, very slowly. Unlike now, if it came out, it would just be in there, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it's weird though.
So what about in secondary school with you? Was there a lot of bullying and that? Was it bad? Was it? Yeah.
Well, I didn't really have a year 7 because of COVID.
Oh shit!
Oh, of course, yeah.
So how did that work? So that's fucking mental. So did you start school?
You started in September.
Yeah, I started for like 5 weeks or something.
Fuck.
And then we had to stay home and all that.
Protect the NHS. Yeah.
And then in March, and then when did you go back? Did you go back in the September for the year 8 then?
Yeah, I went back for year 8. And then we had to stay at home again because it got worse.
Yeah.
So I only started secondary school in like year 9 pretty much, like properly.
So 14? No. 13?
13.
13.
Has that affected you?
Oh yeah.
In what way?
So our mock and our predicted grades were so low because we never used to do any tests in year 7 and 8 because no one used to do them.
Do you think it's affected you, like, in the long term?
Yeah, because I didn't really do much work in lockdown.
It's not.
No, I just blamed it all on being really like out of it. And then,
You're smoking too many drugs again.
oh yeah, of course, yeah, on the grime and also,
That's mental. So that's going to have long-term repercussions, isn't it? Yeah, because they are the COVID children, they call them, don't they?
I suppose you're a COVID child.
yeah,
But think of the stories you'll be telling your kids when you get older. Like,
fighting off people for flipping toilet paper.
yeah. It's funny we think about that.
Yeah. I tell you, it wouldn't be happening again.
No.
The country wouldn't stand for it. Anyway, come back to growing old. That's quite a good one.
Growing old? Or
Growing up.
growing up?
Right, so when I was younger, you played a lot of football outside. Spent loads, because we didn't really have like computers and shit like that. Did you go outside a lot? I was like, might meet up with my mates, but usually I just spend time in the garden. Pottering around.
I used to play
It's like
buses.
90.
I used to play buses. You ever play buses?
Where are we going with this, Steve?
No, straight up.
Okay.
You ever play buses?
Oh, no.
No? I used to have a friend called Timothy. I must have been 5 or 6. And what? He was the number 8. He was number 8 and I was number 6. And we used to just be in his garden on them little, like, you know, like the little ride on cars and stuff that you can get, you know, kind of scoot along.
Yeah.
We used to have he's very organised, Timothy was. He used to do a route on his garden. And then we used to just drive around pretending we're buses, picking people up. I used to love buses. Because, you know, obviously I used to have to go on a bus every day. And you got to know the bus driver, and then they used to give me big rolls of unprinted tickets.
Oh, that's quite cool. So you felt
So
like you were proper.
I was proper, yeah, because I could like get a bit out and then write on it.
Arsehole as a bus driver.
What do you mean?
One word.
Go on.
I can't.
Which you can go on.
Bus wanker.
That's 2 words. But yeah, I fucking loved it. Fucking, did you not do anything like that? You were probably just cooking, weren't you? You probably had a little Tyke's kitchen or something like that.
No, I didn't.
You did no like fantasy play when you were younger. It was all like fucking serious, like knife skills.
No, I don't recall. I didn't really until I got to. I suppose I went to a few birthday parties or something. My mate Jules has got a great memory. He's like an elephant. Forget a thing. So I'd need to ask him really. But I didn't really have mates round. Remember Aaron Wilson used to come round every so often. We'd go around our push bikes.
Yeah, but what were you just on the push bike, or were you pretending you were like,
just go around,
you know, Hell's Angels or something?
No, just go around on the push bike, just cruising around the streets.
Yeah, you used to go and knock for people, didn't you? Do you remember? You used to do that.
No, nobody makes that close.
Oh, is Johnny coming out? That kind of thing.
So, what about you when you were younger? Because you lived, so you've always lived in Redruth, haven't you?
Oh yeah, Redruth being through and through.
That's interesting. Did you grow up on an estate?
Yeah, I started to live on this.
Yeah, see, so did I. I reckon that's where it's different, because your nearest house was probably 45 minutes away, wasn't it?
No, it's about 30 seconds. The nearest mate was probably,
probably like Lady Chillsworthy.
15, 20 minutes drive. That was just my drive.
Yeah.
15,
It's cool. It's like me and Eduardo, we grow up, like, with fucking houses everywhere. Like, I live down a crescent, so...
You live along the street, don't you, on a terrace?
Yeah.
It's a nice little place.
So it's nice. You used to have a couple of friends like down the road. You used to knock at them. You used to have to be home when the street lights come on. Obviously, it's not like that anymore.
No.
When do you have to be home now?
6 o'clock.
Yeah,
Life
nice.
360 and all that.
Same. Yeah.
So did you you were out knocking for mates?
Yeah, I used to. Yeah, but there was like no point because as soon as I got my phone, I just told them to meet me somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's taken that whole thing away, isn't it?
Yeah. Fuck! I never thought about that.
It's a thing. Like if you you'd be like, right, mate, meeting at 6 o'clock at such and such.
Funky Chicken.
And they just turned up, didn't they? They just turned up.
Yeah, Stephen coming out.
But if they didn't, you just go back home because you wouldn't be able to, or you go to a payphone somewhere, which is difficult for me because you're living in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah. And they're all fucking defibs now as well, aren't they?
Yeah. But we cycle to each other's houses, I suppose.
Libraries now, aren't they?
Yeah.
I did pass a couple of phone boxes in London, which is weird.
Yeah, they have pictures of like.
And I open the door and it's stinking.
Yeah.
You just know the stuff's been going.
Yeah. You got fucking Fruity Duty on there, and fucking all kinds of like little fucking.
Good night, boys. Well, none of that. No, just stinking.
Yeah, fucking hell. But yeah, that's weird, isn't it? Like,
Yeah.
how the fuck did we even?
How old were you when you got your first mobile phone?
Oh God. It was a Philips C12 on BT Cellnet. It was £50 from Curry's.
Just tell me how old you were, Steve. I don't fucking care about the bloody ins and outs.
I
The bloody
must have been 13, 14.
14.
Fucking expensive.
I was 27.
Yeah, but again, that's they you know they only you.
Go on, dickhead.
That's probably our age difference, isn't it? Roughly.
What's our age difference? No, it's about 5 years.
How old are you?
44.
44.
You're 39 this year, aren't you?
Yeah. Yeah, but
5 years.
again,
You okay then?
yeah, but again, where's your fucking closest phone shop round here? It's like a day out for you, isn't it? Like 3 days. It's like a fucking weekend
Just because you
away.
did
But where would you go to buy a fucking phone round here?
Barnstable.
Well, exactly. It's a fucking hour's trip.
So it doesn't mean you can't have a phone.
Where are you going to buy it from?
Ventura. Exeter.
2 hours.
Why wouldn't you go? What are you talking about?
I'm just saying, it wouldn't
Why
be
would you
as
have one when
easy.
You could just not for your mate.
Well, there is that, yeah. But my dad had a phone, but he used to really fucking annoy me because he only used to turn it on when he wanted to make a call. It just used to be like,
That's weird.
oh, it's annoying, isn't it? It's just fucking weird. He was a weird person. Yeah. Really
That word there in context of him, it's almost okay, but in general
we're steering clear.
Steering
But
clear
yeah.
of the big C.
But that's interesting, though. So, Ed, I'd be interested to know, like, like you've obviously heard a few stories from us, and I'm sure you've heard stories from other adults as well. Like, have you ever heard anything about other people growing up that are older than you that's kind of like blown your mind a little bit or anything like that?
Well, my mum apparently she used to walk to school like 5 miles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's bollocks, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know.
See, I used to get
don't
picked
know
up by we used to have a school minibus. He used to come pick us up.
Yeah, let's get a bus. Well, it's just drop me the way now, and I set out to walk back 3/4 of a mile.
No, it's door to door. Fucking brilliant. Literally brilliant. It used to be lush, like going around everyone's houses.
Ages to get from Waynehouse to Butte. Take ages to get to go around the houses.
Well, yeah, you can't go through them, can you?
No, true.
There's another thing as well.
Right.
Like my dad was telling me that his mates used to stay out until dark, like really dark, like 11 o'clock at night. And they'll be in alleys and stuff, just playing football. That blew my mind, because if you do that down Red Roof, you're waiting just to get knifed, aren't you?
Yeah, fucking. So there was no knives, was there, back in our day?
No, nothing like that.
Nothing like that at all.
Just literally.
Yeah.
Some.
Fucking yeah. I did hit a lad up. I hit a lad round the head with a pencil case once.
Did you?
Yeah. Well, he was just being a bit of a dick, and I had enough. Like I
Give him a proper swipe.
Yeah, it had a compass in it though.
Oh.
So it weren't. But you got the message. So
Did compass stab into his head?
I don't think so. No,
But metal would have
yeah.
a bit of acid reflux again.
But it's funny. Like Max got punched in the face yesterday. My son Max.
Social services.
No, he got punched in the face yesterday, and he won't tell us. And anyway, so he's obviously giving it the large, like, and we're just finding out on message. And it's like, who is it? No, I'm not telling you, but it's all we sorted it out. And I'm quite like, fucking you what? Like, I need to sort this out, Anyway, obviously little bits come out over time, and he's like, oh well, we were messing around in lesson. We walked out of lesson. I fucking tripped him up. He fell over. He turned around and punched me in the face. I was like, fair play to him. Like, that's what it's what you got to do. It's a chance you take. Like I've had that before. We used to have this little fella at school called Steve. He was tiny, and he was Stephen Spice. He was called, and I can't remember what I was talking. We were just messing around. Obviously hurt him, and then he was like fucking going for me.
Having it.
But I was able to keep him.
Well, you know you weren't like
yeah,
that.
it was. Yeah, I was able to hold him away.
That's even more of an insult.
And he was like fucking. And of course, you know what it's like at school. I don't know if it still happens. Like, as soon as there's any inkling of a fight, everyone fucking comes over,
everyone's got
don't
their
they?
Phones out now. That's the
Oh
thing.
shit!
Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking hell! I hadn't even thought of that.
That's the thing. Like when we were out going out getting messed up when we were younger, when we shouldn't have been.
Yeah, there's
It's
nothing.
all
Is
being
there?
recorded now, so you got to be careful.
Yeah, you,
Pressure.
Yeah. So there must be videos like your mates like, oh, such and such happened at school,
yeah.
when it should be kept a bit of a secret, and then you get a video and it starts filtering out and out and out.
Yeah, it's weird because there'll be a massive fight. Everyone's got their phone out. You're seeing like their Snapchat, Instagram stories. So then more people know. And then I reckon, I'm not saying like back in your day. When,
When it was black and white.
yeah,
Yeah.
when people like got into a fight and everything, people would forget about it in like a week or so.
Yeah.
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 Well, straight away.
Yeah, it'd be forgotten about by the next day. Maybe they might be like, oh, I'm going to fucking get him. He fucking nutted me or something.
The thing is, there was a couple of, it was over quickly, but the teachers were like all over it. So you needed to finish it, and someone needed to finish it. I imagine it's a bit like being inside. Like in that situation, you're surrounded by people. One of you needs to fucking knock someone out, or you get stopped by
that sort of
teachers. Yeah. And then of course the next day, we weren't playing Soggy Biscuit, if that's what you're asking.
Oh.
But it's mental. But no, it didn't even occur to me. Of course, everything's recorded now.
Because you don't know any different anyway. So that's how.
Oh no, that's how.
Yeah, that's just so. Because if all of a sudden you couldn't record it, that'd be really weird for you. Or if you weren't recording, then all of a sudden you could. So you don't know any different. You just sound so old saying that, don't you?
Yeah, I think I prefer it though.
To recording.
No, not recording.
Yeah, I do definitely.
Yeah.
But you got that. You know, like when you were younger, and your dad be like, oh, not like back in my day when he was like 30.
Yeah.
It used to be, but I think it's what you know, isn't it? You don't know any different. So, and with your kids, it'll be. I was going to say putting on goggles and seeing each other, but it'll probably be microchipping the side of the head by then, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I hope so. I'm looking. I love embracing tech. Obviously, like. It would be really nice to have some. I mean, it'd be right up there having some kind of implant. I'm really pleased for that.
Well, like a hair implant.
No, like just like a chip, so I can access all my emails. Just think of them; they just come into my brain. I can have like a visor come down, like a little phone call or something.
Do you think that would make it so you weren't late then?
Who knows? Imagine having like the internet in your head. Do you know what I mean?
Well, your brain is a computer.
Yeah, but imagine having access to the internet in your head.
So you could just think it and then it would come out.
Yeah.
No,
So
that's happened to a guy.
Is it?
Yeah.
What, your school? No.
At school. This guy, he had he can play chess with his head. He's like paralysed from like the neck down. He can play chess.
Swings and roundabouts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'd rather. Sorry to interrupt you. I don't. Yeah.
That's mad though. That is.
I'd rather be able to
So you
walk.
just move it with his eyes, like not move the piece,
With his
but
head.
move the piece on the computer.
Yeah. he
Not
would
for
think
real,
it.
like you can move the phone, like
He's not-
telekinesis.
Yeah, he's not telekinetic. So is he playing the game in his head?
No, it's on like a computer.
Screen,
Right.
so they can move where he needs to go on the screen with his.
Okay. Cool. Yeah.
Right, I think we're
Quick question for you. What's your definition of love?
Definition of love.
Yeah. Weird question for a youngster. Obviously, I don't know if you've had any experience
Well,
with.
it's not weird. but
Not.
what
I
it
didn't
says,
mean
not a
weird. I meant.
question,
As in.
quite a
It's
big
quite
question.
early in his life, right? I don't know. Have you had any?
It depends on how he interprets it.
Have you had any girlfriends, boyfriends, anything like that yet?
Yeah.
So, would you say you've been in love with them?
Yes. Yeah.
So, what do you define as love? What does love look like for you? You've obviously listened to our love episode.
Oh yeah, many times.
So, what is your definition of love?
Just commitment between two people, like 100%.
Okay, I like that. So again, different.
Oh, mate. Okay, you
Huh?
said that. Me and Theo started saying that.
What?
You go, okay.
Okay.
That's very good, though, mate.
Yeah.
Has
I
yours
feel like
just
saying it as
on
well.
yours, Big Ears? Like, has your definition of love changed at all since we've been doing this
No.
podcast? No.
It was whatever I said that I can't remember. No,
Oh,
it's
it was
basically
something
just
really
want-
like I remember it.
No, just basically I just want someone there. Just
Like Costa and that.
yeah, when you get home, just someone is there for you
Yeah,
to make a coffee or just
that's it. Yeah.
order around. No.
Yeah.
Just feel like you've got someone there you can call on.
Yeah. No, I remember that. Yeah.
That's yours.
A little bit. Yeah. Yeah. No, a little bit. Yeah, because I think I've started to understand myself and my relationship a bit more. So yeah, I do feel like it's developed. You know, it's not so much. I felt maybe that mine was a little bit selfish. You know, to be desired. You know,
But you could say mine's selfish.
I could do, but I'm not going to.
Could do.
But anyway, so yeah, there's that on that bombshell. Welcome. Thank you very much for joining us, Edward III.
Thank you very much, mate.
Yeah.
I'm going to star.
We'll see you soon.
Thank you, Stephen. Stephen, come on. Don't leave me hanging.